Drive your old car, support your local bands, and watch John Yao Media.
Hi, my name is Eric Waltine. This is my 1991 Mazda Miata. It's a 1.6 liter supercharged Miata, and here I've actually gone and I've fully restored it. So I originally had a red one. I bought this shell off of somebody down in Chicago. It was freshly painted. All the metal work was already done with it. Mine had some rust starting, so I just took everything out of my red Miata and I swapped it over to this one. So
when you saw this car, what made you think there was some potential, and why did you want to buy it?
Just personally, I've always liked little Mazda Miatas, the little sports cars. They're not a huge amount of horsepower, but they're still nice to look at, and when you modify them, definitely makes them look a little bit better too.
I remember seeing these in the 90s. Does this drive pretty good on the highway?
It does, yeah. I got a little bit of tuning issues with it right now, but I'm planning on going to E85 in the next year or so, so hopefully I can get those all figured out. But otherwise, highway driving, with the Tane coilovers that I have, it drives really nice on the highway.
Is this a daily driver for you in the summer?
No, it's not. It's just kind of a fun cruiser. I have driven it to work. I work about 40 miles away from home, so if I want to, I can get in it and drive to work without any issues, but otherwise it's just a fun cruiser for me. Take it out on the nice days.
How long have you had this?
So this one I've only owned for about a year. Previously, with the red shell that had some rust on it, I had that one for about 3 years prior. So
I'm kind of seeing more and more of these cars, the Mazda Miata, at car shows. I guess maybe they weren't considered old enough, but now they're kind of coming out that I see.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of your car shows, they have the 20 to 25 year rule, so they're just breaking into the 91 all the way up to, about the 93 era. So a lot of car shows now are allowing them in. Plus, there's kind of a bigger following for them than what a lot of people recognize. And definitely being at a car show like today, you definitely recognize that when you got all these muscle cars around. You always get a lot of people come up to you and talk to you about how they've owned a Mazda Miata in the past and whatnot. So it's definitely surprising to see the interest that people have in these.
Is the Mazda Miata still being made today, or what year was the production for this?
Yeah, so they came to the States in '89. And they're still making them today, and I think that Mazda just released that the next Mazda Miata is going to be electrified. So,
oh wow, that's pretty cool. They're still being made.
Yep.
So there's good following.
Oh yeah, definitely good following. And then Japan actually just opened up a facility where they're actually taking these older NA body styles and they're refurbishing them at the factory. So they opened up like all their old production line. So.
Wow, that's pretty cool. They're just redoing the engine and everything else?
Yeah, they'll fully rebuild the engine. They'll redo like any rust. They'll fix rocker panels. Wow. One of the biggest things that the community has been affected by it is these hard tops, actually. So these hard tops right now, if you buy them used, they're going for about $3,000, $4,000 from people just off Facebook Marketplace. But now, because the Japan facility is actually remaking these Mazdas, they actually started remaking these hardtops. So now you can get a brand new hardtop for about $3,000.
So they're remaking these instead of buying a new car. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, to an extent. I mean, again, it's just kind of showing you the love that people have for this kind of older body style that people actually pay to get them refurbished.
Wow, that's pretty great. Is there any cool options on this car?
This one is just a base one, but obviously I've done a lot of different work to it. Changed the center console. I actually put power windows on it and stuff like that. But otherwise, this one was a base, but otherwise the next options back in '91 were going to be power mirrors and power windows. Those were your only real options.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for watching, and if you want to get a bang out of life, subscribe and share this video. It helps this little channel to grow when you share it. It really does. Go ahead, share it. I'll wait.
So this is my 95 Miata. It's been great, man. I bought it when I was 16, maybe 17 years old. Drove it and drove it and drove it. it always worked, man. You know, a motor goes in, a transmission goes in, you know, four motor mount bolts and wire in and coolant, and the motor's out, you know, hour and a half. Everything's made out of fiberglass or something I got from Home Depot.
Absolutely.
You know.
So it's a 97 Miata, and I only got it in September. So I haven't had it a year yet, and it's my first manual car. So it was really good to learn on, I think. But it's been, I have not regretted like making that purchase at all.
My 1991 Mazda Miata. I bought this for $1,800 bone stock about 3 or 4 years ago off of an old timer off a back road in front of a bar, and I kind of just gave it the full tune-up. It came with an automatic. I put the manual transmission in it.
This car's really pieced together. I had to go and find all the parts, and you know, I was on a budget. You know, my door cards, it was a 16 sheet siding cover from Home Depot. You know, I went to a junkyard and found one sitting in the yard, and would get a pile of pieces, these door trims and this pop-up cover and this intake and whatever it may be, and just go home and see what I can make work.
I am planning on going down to North Carolina with it, with a friend.
Oh, that'd be a cool drive.
So that is a cool drive. The only thing is I gotta be really conservative on my packing.
You gotta pack light.
Yeah, only got a little trunk.
Any cool
But-
options on this that you know of?
Not on mine. There's people really like to mod and customize them, and I know a guy who has a Corvette motor in his, where it's just insane. Like
Wow,
it's
gotta
a
be pretty quick
yeah.
for a lightweight car.
Yeah, a V8 and something that small, it's crazy. It says, he said that the car would run out of aerodynamics before it ran out of power, so then just fly off the road. So, oh gosh. So I know other ones that are cool. This one, it's all stock right now. I think I want to keep it stock because everyone's been modding theirs. You don't see them just kind of untouched like this. So I want to keep it like this for myself, and maybe if I get another one, I'll do all the fun stuff to that. And so
I'm really just taking my time and learning how to do anything that I can, from getting out a snap bolt to painting to, welding, fabricating, you name it, I've probably done it to this car when it comes to just things that you can do. So yeah, I love it, man. It's awesome.
Thanks for watching, and if you want to get a bang out of life, subscribe and share this video. Go ahead, share it. I'll wait.